So let's get started on today's training. This training is part of a two-part sequel, which will cover the 3 steps to building a global community organically. So in today's training, I'm going to be teaching you the first step to building your global community organically. And the first step here is to craft your soul story and integrate your journey into your core message. We will then be going into where to find your platform, how to outreach, and make the connection to get booked. And that's going to be covered in part 2 of this training. So before we get into this training, I want to go over this original quote from yours truly. I want to remind everyone that no sunrise or sunset is exactly alike. See, each beam lights up the sky in a distinctive way, so shine your unique ray. So if this is you right now, if you're sitting there and you're saying that 2020, it's been quite a challenge, but you know that you want to build your own business, you want to enrich your personal life, you want to grow your global community, I want to remind you that your gifts and talents are so very unique. There is no one like you. So it's time to now harness your power within and begin to shine your unique ray. See, we each have a distinct gift that we have been blessed with. And holding back from sharing this blessing, it's a disservice to the world and most importantly, yourself. There is no better day than today to start recreating yourself and to shine your unique ray. You can do it. I know you can. You can do it. And I want to remind you of this as we go through this training. So let's dive right on in by letting you know who I am. I know some of you here joining me live right now, I know many of you probably know who I am, but others I don't quite know. So I'm Doc.Peace Uche, also known as Doc.Peace, and I'm the creator of the Golden Program and the Golden Speaking Program. Through the Golden Program, I help women who are feeling stuck in their lives and are unfulfilled, and I help them to clearly define their purpose and confidently advance towards that purpose. And through the Golden Speaking Program, I help wellness experts who are stuck in their career. And I help them create an offer and grow their online-based business organically. I'm also a transformational rhythmic speaker who transforms mindsets using the power of spoken word, also known as rhythmic poetry. Many of you have probably heard me speak before, and in 2019, I spoke on over 20 platforms. And in 2020, this year, I've spoken on over 30 platforms, both in person and virtual. I'm based in San Diego, California. And prior to COVID, I spoke throughout the community, and I had the luxury of traveling to beautiful places like Vancouver and Canada and Tucson, Arizona to speak. But now I get to visit those places and more places actually virtually. And I found that the world is so very vast, and it's incredible being able to connect with my global network virtually. So if you're not yet familiar with spoken word and would like to experience it, I invite you to go to Instagram and type in Doc.Peace. You'll see some spoken word clips, which I call flows, because the inspiration seems to just flow through me. And whether I'm speaking, I found that whether or not I'm speaking to a corporate audience or on a podcast, I always find a way to integrate spoken word because one, it can be really quite raw. It can be vulnerable. It can be inspiring and empowering. And two, it's a way for me to express myself fully and openly. And it's also a way to connect. So that's enough about me. I'll be doing a free giveaway. This is going to be really exciting. I'm doing a free giveaway. And in this giveaway, I'll be sending out an autographed copy of my book, Doc.Peace of Mind Method, a poetic guide to living your best life. And the person who receives this best-selling book will be the individual who is the most engaged during this training. So for people who have never hosted a live training like this before, it can be a little strange talking to the screen. So the more engagement I get from you in the comments helps keep that energy flowing. And I'm all about this flow of energy. So please do share your comments, your feedback, and it helps me know that the questions you may have and any feedback that you may have for me as we go through this training. So whoever is the most engaging in the comments will get a free copy of my best-selling book. Whew. Okay, that's a good time to check the comments. Okay, do you guys have any questions for me before we get started? Okay, Amanda's here as well. Welcome, Amanda. Okay, before we get into the heart of the training, I want you to ask yourself, what are my golden attributes? What are my golden attributes? What are your golden attributes? What makes you so uniquely special? GOLD is a powerful acronym that I created, which stands for Genuine, Original, Loving Dreamer. Genuine, Original, Loving Dreamer. So I want you to break it down. What are your genuine traits that make you who you are? What makes you original? What about your innate gifts and talents distinguishes you from everyone else? What do you absolutely love about yourself? What do others love about you? And lastly, what are your goals, your vision, your dreams? Here, I want you to break it down into your 3-year dream, your 1-year vision, your 90-day goals, and this week's action plan. What is the dream life you see for yourself in 3 years? From there, break it down into your 1-year vision. Then from there, your 90-day goals, and then even further down into this week's action plan. What steps are you going to accomplish this very week? We're only halfway through the week. We still have the rest of the week to go. What steps are you going to accomplish this week that will propel you to achieve your 90-day goals that will allow you to fulfill your 1-year vision and make your 3-year dream a reality? I encourage you to first create what's called a golden board. This is what I call a golden board. It's similar to a vision board, but it has all your golden attributes to help you continuously remind yourself what you are capable of and to keep your dreams and goals in the forefront. Here is a screenshot of my golden board. This has all of my golden attributes and reminds me that I am gold. It has everything that makes me uniquely me. So this is a screenshot of my golden board, which I've hung on the wall adjacent from my bed. So when I wake up, it's the first thing that I see. When I wake up in the morning, I see this golden board and it encourages me each and every time. It reminds me that I am unique, that I am gold, that I am a genuine, original, loving dreamer, and that I'm unapologetically me. And it gives me the confidence to pursue my dreams. So go ahead and create this golden board. This is a great exercise to do as we go into this new year. Many people create a vision board as they go into a new year. I tell my clients to create a golden board because it ties in all of their golden attributes. I want you to also write out your visions, dreams, goals, and your action plan. Here's the worksheet that I use with my clients to help map out their journey. And be sure to take a screenshot of this slide that you see now here in front of you. And this will help you lay out your golden journey and schedule your golden calendar. So I know many of you have been laid off or let go or are looking to transition from your 9 to 5 corporate job and to start your own online based business. And there's so many things to consider here. How much money you'll need to make each month to sustain the lifestyle you've been accustomed to, how you're going to share your business and with others so that they know you have a business. Because if they don't know, then they can't support you in that business, and how you're going to get the traction that you need to grow your business. If you don't have a schedule in place, this all can be very quite overwhelming, and it can be stressful, and it can serve as a huge hindrance in getting it going. So this golden calendar is so very important in making your dreams a reality. So again, you're going to write out your golden 3-year dream, your 1-year vision, then your 90-day goals, and this week's action plan. This is all going to help you get it going. So if you're still with me on this, comment hashtag get it going. We're ready to get it going. So let's get it going. Let's continue our training with the heart. This is the heart of the training. This is why you're here with me live today, why you came today. How to craft your soul story and integrate your journey into your core message. Step 1 of what this training sequel is all about. So, what exactly is a soul story? Let's take this time now to define a soul story. Because before we continue, I really want you to understand what a soul story really is. If you ever heard about a soul story, if you've written a soul story before, comment hashtag story. I'm curious who's written a soul story before. A soul story is a deep and personal story from your life road, and it's one that is so significant, it resonates. It resonates with your soul. The art of soul story crafting is a multi-step process, and it requires a bit of vulnerability. And this vulnerability, this vulnerable space that you get in when you share your soul story, it helps create and strengthen connections. And once you tell your soul story, you can then create your core message around your story. So today, we are going to work on crafting your soul story to build connections within your community, to grow your global community. And real quickly, I keep throwing around the word community. I want to briefly go over the definition of a community. Per the Oxford Dictionary, a community is a feeling of fellowship with others. A feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common attitudes, common interests, and common goals. Thus, it's not necessarily limited to those in your general neighborhood. It's not limited to those in your city or your state. You can build a community with someone on the other side of the world simply by sharing common attitudes, common interests, and common goals. And this virtual space, including social media, makes it possible to connect. Whew, we are making our way through this training. I want to check the comments one more time. I'll be checking them continuously to see if you have any questions here. Okay, get it going, get it going. Soul story, I love it. You love working backwards, Amanda. Dream into little chunks to focus on. Okay, beautiful. Hashtag community, Brenda. Okay, we are making our way through our training. What word or phrase, I want you to ask yourself this question. What word or phrase resonates with me? What word or phrase resonates with me? We are now going to expand this phrase or word into a story. So, do you have your word or resonating phrase that resonates with you? I recommend choosing a phrase that was said to you rather than one that you may have said or thought yourself. So again, choose a phrase that was said to you rather than one that you may have said or thought. And the reason why I say this is the words that you receive seem to be more powerful and leave a stronger impression, especially if you had no control over them. So let me know in the comments what word or phrase closely resonates with you and your story. This is the first question you need to ask yourself. This is the first question you need to ask yourself when creating a core message to share with others. This is the key to building a global community. It's as simple as that. What word or phrase resonates with me? So, does everyone have their word or phrase? Step number one of crafting your soul story is to choose a word or phrase that resonates with you. An example of a strong resonating phrase, my example of a strong resonating phrase is Doc.Peace, Uche, we have to let you go. Can you feel the power behind those words? The less control you have over the words, the more power they seem to have. And likewise, the stronger the impression it makes on your audience of one or your audience of many. In the same way this phrase resonates with you, it's likely to resonate with others who may have had a similar experience. I'm going to say that again. In the same way this phrase, this resonating phrase or word resonates with you, it's likely to resonate with others who may have had a similar experience. So from there, we're going to expand this single word or phrase into a story. We're going to give a play-by-play. We're going to detail out your story. So you've captured your audience's attention. Now we're going to keep it. Now we're going to keep it by sharing exactly what happened. What did you desire in the moment? What did you not desire in the moment? What did you want? What did you not want? What was going on in your life at the time in that moment, which shook your world up? What happened in that moment to shake your world up? So we made it through step of 1 to 3 of soul story building. And I want to just check the comments here to see if you're with me. I want to read your resonating word or phrase. Okay, Amanda, you said freely loved. Your resonating phrase is freely loved. And Brenda, your resonating phrase is survival of trauma. Okay, that's good work. Good work. So let's continue and share why this phrase or word resonates. What was at stake here? What were your feelings in the moment? Get in that vulnerable space and be honest with yourself and your audience. What emotional ties did you have to the outcome? What ties did you have to the outcome? And lastly, what were your takeaways when you made it through that life-changing moment? What were your takeaways when you made it through that life-changing moment? What knowledge or lesson did you learn that you now feel compelled to share, to teach, to inspire others with? What did you learn? Why do you now feel compelled to share this story, to teach others, to share this message, to inspire others with this story? Okay, if you're still with me, comment hashtag let's go. We still have a lot to cover today. And I want to share with you this worksheet so that this will help you craft your soul story. This is how you're going to begin to craft your soul story and then create your core message. So again, first beginning with a single resonating word or phrase, expanding that word or phrase into a play-by-play, then going into your desires, your non-desirables. What was at stake? What were your feelings? What were your emotional ties? And finally, your takeaways. As you dive deeper into that vulnerable space, each building block of your soul story further connects you with your audience of one or your audience of many. So take a screenshot of this, print it out, and work on this at home. I'll pause for a second to give everyone a chance to take a screenshot of this worksheet. Okay, we have Stevie here with us as well. Welcome, Stevie. Okay, Amanda, let's go. Let's go. Okay, so does everyone have a screenshot of this worksheet? We're going to get it going. We're going to go. So here's an example of my soul story. So you have a working example. So my single resonating word or phrase was, or still is, Doc.Peace, Uche, we have to let you go. My play-by-play. I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears working mandatory overtime up to 70-hour weeks for this corporate company, and I was tired. It was never enough. What were my desires in the moment? I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to manage my own time. I wanted location freedom. I wanted financial freedom. What did I not want? My non-desirables in that moment. I did not want to fail, and I did not want to be a disappointment. What was at stake here? I had a lot of student loans to pay off. I needed a job. I needed to be able to make money. What were my feelings then? I was unsure. I was unsure of myself, and I was afraid of the unknown. Emotional ties. I could either keep doing what I'm doing because it was all I knew. I could keep doing the 9 to 5 grind because it was all I knew, or I could venture off and try something different. I could explore the unknown. And my takeaways, I was not in full control of my life. I needed to take the driver's seat and get in control. Is this all making sense? Can you now begin to craft your soul story? Comment hashtag soul story if you're excited to begin crafting yours. Comment hashtag soul story if you are now excited to begin crafting your soul story. Whew. We've covered a lot so far. Soul story crafting. Now we are going to talk about your signature talk. Once you have a working soul story, the rest is simple. We now integrate your soul story into your compelling message. And from your attention grabbing statement, we then go into your soul story. And once you've connected with your audience of one or your audience of many, through sharing your soul story, We then want to prep them to receive your insightful gifts by asking if they're ready. If they now want to learn the tips or strategies and insight that you've garnered along your life road, and they're going to want to learn. Since they are now better connected with you through you sharing your soul story, they're now better connected with who you are by you sharing your soul story. They are now more open to receive that message. Make sense? Comment hashtag makes sense if this is all making sense. This is where you now share what you specialize in, how you can help them. So let's talk more about your signature talk. This is an example of my signature talk. So my attention grabbing statement, Doc.Peace, Uche, we have to let you go. Then I follow this with my soul story. Then I prepare the audience with this key question. Are you ready to hear how you can improve your life road with these tools, discoveries that I learned on my life road? I don't specifically use that question, but that kind of gives you the idea of how you can prepare your audience to receive your specialized knowledge. And then deliver your specialized knowledge. So I deliver my specialized content by saying, as a pharmacist by trade, transformational rhythmic speaker, and empowerment guru, I specialize in getting it going. I help wellness experts clearly define individual purpose and confidently get it going to make success inevitable. I'm now on a mission to help 1,000 wellness experts create an online offer, craft their signature talk, and share their compelling message on any platform to grow their business organically. You can elaborate as you see fit. As you see on the screen, this is a short version of my specialized knowledge. Now I want to show you a blank template. Here's a blank template here for you to take a picture, to take a screenshot. So you can begin to craft your signature talk based around your soul story. This right here is gold. This is pure gold. Comment gold if you agree. Comment gold if you agree that this template, this method is doable. There's no secret behind here. This is definitely possible for you to create your signature talk based around your soul story to engage your audience of one or your audience of many. So I'm going to check the comments here. Amanda, I've always been afraid of sounding redundant by using the same story, but I like the idea of having a signature talk. So this actually, you bring up a really good question. You don't have to use the same soul story. You've had so many different amazing, probably very impactful moments of your life. You can create a different soul story for those moments and then tie that into your signature talk. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same story. This is just to kind of give you an idea of how you can create a compelling message around your soul story to really engage your audience. That's a good point, Amanda. Okay. This formula for creating your signature talk can be used on any platform. So whether you are actually asked to deliver a signature talk, or if you're speaking on a podcast, you need to engage and connect with others. You are going to need a soul story when you speak on other people's platforms because they don't know you yet. Their audience doesn't know who you are, where you've been, and what your journey has shown you. They may not even know who you are. So before you deliver your offer, you need to relay your story. Share with them who you are by giving them a snapshot of your life, pulling them with you into that vulnerable space. And it's within this vulnerable space that connections are truly made. It's within this vulnerable space that connections are truly made. People want to do business with those they know, like, and trust. You probably heard this phrase so many times that people want to do business with those they know, like, and trust. So your soul story allows you to engage and to connect quickly, to connect quickly. So I want you to take a screenshot of this signature talk formula. And as you craft your soul story, plug it in. It's as simple as that. Comment hashtag makes sense if you're still with me. Wonderful. Whew, we are making our way. I can feel your guys' excitement and your energy. I love it. Okay, gold, gold, gold. This is good. I'm glad you think so, Brenda. I'm glad you're here with us today. Good stuff. You're welcome, Amanda. Okay, let's continue on. I want to show you here a simple diagram that may help you better understand the purpose of a soul story. This diagram shows two ways that you can connect with the relatively new audience. The first, the one at the top, is through the host. The first way you can connect with the new audience is through the host. The host is the one who likely invited you to speak on their platform. But for you to connect directly to that relatively new audience, you need a soul story. You can craft different soul stories created from different moments of your life road. Like we were saying before with Amanda's question, you don't have to have the same soul story. You can craft different soul stories created from different moments of your life road. You may have heard me tell the story of how I discovered my powerful acronym GOLD. I had to take a sip of water there. You may have heard me tell the story of how I discovered my powerful acronym GOLD, the genuine, original, loving dreamer. I was dressed in all gold at a family wedding. Comment hashtag gold if you ever heard this soul story of mine before. I told it time and time again. I told it time and time before, and I'll tell it again. Just this past weekend, I was interviewed live in front of a relatively large audience, many of which I didn't know. But I was able to bridge a connection in that short 20-minute time frame by sharing my other soul story of my experience getting laid off. The one I share with you here earlier on in this training. Let me know in the comments if you like the link to see how I tied my soul story into this interview. In this short, relatively 20-minute interview, I was able to connect with the relatively new audience by sharing this particular story of me getting laid off. So comment hashtag example if you would like the link to see how I was able to incorporate this soul story into this short 20-minute interview. There is an art to this. There is an art to this, hence why this is called the art of soul story crafting. Your soul story bridges the gap. It bridges the gap between you and a relatively new audience. And this is what allows you to build connections, to open the doors to new, authentic relationships. Okay, let's move along. Let me check the comments to see if you have any questions before we proceed. Again, I'm loving your guys' energy. Absolutely loving it. Okay. Yeah, so Catherine, this all makes sense. Your soul story allows your audience to get to know, like, and trust you. Very true. Sharing your story makes you vulnerable. That's right, Brenda. Okay. Yes, I'll go ahead and send you all the example. Okay. Thanks again for your energy. Loving it. So let's continue with this training. The next step in building your global community is doing your research. Being the pharmacist that I am, especially having gone to UCSD, University of California, San Diego, that's huge on research, I am a huge research advocate. And this is so very important in finding your ideal platform. It will also help you understand the importance of a soul story. So I want you to find experts in your industry and begin to explore what they're doing, specifically how they are making themselves visible and how they are connecting with their audience, how they're connecting with their audience through their soul story. Someone told me this the other day. They said, they said, unless you are Waldo, unless you are Waldo, no one else is going to find you. It's not funny. Unless you are Waldo, no one else is going to find you. You've got to do the work to make people see you. You must share who you are and what you have to offer. So as you conduct this research, check their message, check their story. How do they set themselves apart with their soul story? And while you're at it, check the platforms that they host. Check the platforms that they speak on as a guest. I want you to start wrapping your head around what others are doing to make themselves more seen. What's happening in your industry? This is going to show you what's happening in the marketplace, what people are looking for, what opportunities are available. Explore the ecosystem of each expert's business. What is this expert doing to make themselves available and to establish themselves as the expert in their field? How often do you see them collaborating with other businesses, collaborating with other organizations, and showing up on other people's platforms? All too often, when people get started with creating a business, they think that getting a website and social media pages together is enough to attract clients. I'm kind of guilty of that. When I first started my business, I thought as soon as I launched my website, as soon as I got my social media platforms, my clients would be rushing in. But it's so very important to put yourselves out there in front of your target audience as often as you can to get seen, and attract the visibility that you need to grow. And when you get the chance to share your story, you take the mic. You take the mic. Comment hashtag Mike if next time you get the chance to share your story, you'll take it. Whew. So, again, I want you to research 5 experts in your industry, what's happening with them, their message, their story, what platforms they host, what platforms they appear on as a guest. Okay. If you need help with any of these steps, let me know. I'm here for you. I work with wellness experts to help develop their soul story and their signature talk. I help my clients confidently share their business on any platform and grow their global community organically. As a doctor of pharmacy by trade turned soulpreneur, transformational rhythmic speaker, and empowerment guru, I am uniquely qualified to help other wellness experts get the visibility that they need for business expansion and personal enhancement. So if this is you, if you're watching this with me live or catching the replay and you're struggling through this process, if you're struggling with getting seen, if you're struggling with building your community or even with crafting your message, connect with me. We'll go through this journey together, from developing your message, drafting outreach pitches, developing your media kit, including your electronic press kit. And then once you're booked as a guest speaker, which will be sure to get you booked on at least 3 platforms, sending out press releases and social media posts to announce your upcoming feature. And it's a lot. It's a lot, but you got this. And as my VIP client, I'll be working with you every step of the way. Why? Because together we thrive. I've said this time and time again. It's my steadfast motto: together we thrive. And it's true. So if you're struggling with figuring out all this on your own and getting the visibility that you need to build your global community and grow your business, comment hashtag me. Comment hashtag me and we'll hop on a call. Whew. So That is everything I have prepared for you today on Soul Story Crafting for Business Expansion and Personal Enhancement, which is part one of the training sequel to build a global community organically by getting booked on other people's platforms. We went into how to craft your soul story and how to integrate your journey into your core message. We also introduced the idea of a golden calendar to map your journey along with your golden board to continuously remind yourself what you are capable of. So we went over your golden calendar, creating that 3-year dream, the 1-year vision, your 90-day goals, and your weekly action plan. And we also went over creating your golden board to help you encourage you regularly to get it going. We also touched on the importance of getting the visibility that you need for personal growth and business expansion. So we're going to go more into detail on this part in part 2 of this training sequel, which will be in a couple weeks. So stay tuned for that. So let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I'm going to check them right now. Love it. Taking that mic. Love it. Beautiful. Okay. So if you are feeling called, if you're feeling called to build your global community organically, whether for personal growth or for business expansion, book a call with me. Let's talk about where you're at now, where you want to go, and if I can help you fill in the gaps to get you where you want to go, to get you there, to get you to your dream, to get you living your dream life and in reality. So go to calendar.com/Doc.Peace, calendly.com/Doc.Peace, and we'll get on a quick call and explore ways in which I can help support you on this journey, because together we thrive. So I want to briefly share a client testimonial with you from Lauren Turin. She's one of my VIP one-on-one clients, and this is what she has to say about crafting her soul story. Hello, Doc.Peace. Wanted to drop in and let you know how beneficial it has been to my business to have created my soul story. When I speak on other people's platforms, I share my story and it helps me better connect with their audience. Because I'm connecting so deeply with their audience, the feedback has been so amazing and my network has grown so much. Also, I'm getting booked on more platforms. The opportunities are endless when you have a well-crafted soul story. Looking forward to learning more from you and implementing those strategies. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lauren. You are welcome. So again, I would love to talk with you about where you are on your life road and how I can help you along your transformational journey. Let's book a discovery call. As promised, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for the person who was most engaged during this golden session. You all were absolutely incredible, and I love the engagement. Thank you everyone for stopping in, and I'll see who engaged the most during this training, and I'll let you know in the comments who won. So I'm going to check the comments one more time before we sign off for the day. Let's check to see if you have any other questions. Okay, Brenda, this is so great. I need help developing my media kit. Wonderful. I can help you, Brenda. Let's get on a call. Beautiful. I'm grateful for you as well, Amanda. Okay, so let's wrap this golden session up. You know what to do. Book that discovery call with me and let's talk about where you're at and where you want to be. Together we thrive. I'm Doc.Peace. Have a wonderful day, starlings. We'll talk soon. Keep shining.